Hello folks, I'm Jenny Timms from Vitreus Art, if you don't already know, and I'm here this evening just to introduce you to our Pebble Bowl workshop. As you can see just here on my right, I've got some pieces that I've made previously, and I'm hoping you can see from there that this bowl is made up of lots of individual little pebbles that we have made in the workshop here, and then we have formed them into a bowl. I think you might be able to see it's just a shallow bowl, but very pretty. And I'm just going to briefly talk to you now about what you will do on the workshop. Now this workshop is spread over 3 sessions. The reason being is we need the sessions to be able to fire our pieces before we can actually get the pebbles to make the bowl. So the first thing we do is we decide whether we're going to use clear glass and decorate it, or whether we're going to use sheet glass. It can be any colour, and use that to create that into pebbles for our bowl. So if we were just using sheet glass, we would need a clear sheet of glass and a sheet of coloured glass, and they need to be cut to the same size, and then these would be fused together to form one piece of glass. If we're going to be decorating our glass and creating our own colours, we need 2 pieces of clear glass. Now this is special fusible glass, some of you may know that already, but this has to go into the kiln and be fired at a certain temperature, and we'll discuss all that on the workshop. So the first thing I'm going to show you is how we create some colour. And we've got a couple of options. We can either use bubble paint, and that will create some lovely bubbles. I'm hoping you can see that. I've made pink bubbles, and I've also used glass line pen on that piece. And then on this one here, I've used coloured paint, and I've used something called Mica. The gold and the white silvery colour that you can see there is actually something called Mica, and I just used a sponge to create those. So just quickly, I'm just going to show you, this is pink bubble paint, and it looks anything but pink. I'm hoping you can see that from there without me spilling it everywhere. It looks a kind of mustard colour, but what we do is we mix a little bit of the powder. So I'm just going to take a little bit and put it in the pot here, and just make sure I put the lid back on. I don't want it going everywhere. And then we're just going to mix it with some special mixing medium, and we just put a few drops in the pot, and we're looking for kind of single cream consistency, and I'm just going to mix that up, and then literally just pour it on to my clear glass. I'm just going to spread it about a bit, spread it all over, and then once we've dried that, it will dry to a chalky colour, and we can then pop the second layer of glass on the top. I'm not going to do it now, otherwise it will smudge, but I'll leave that overnight to dry. It will only take a few minutes to dry in a warm room, and then you can be sure that it's dry enough to put into your kiln and fire it. And as I say, that makes a piece of glass something similar to this one. So that's the first session. You make your coloured slabs. On the second session, you come along and you take your coloured slabs and you smash them with a hammer, and then these pieces get refired in the kiln as individual pieces. And I'm hoping you can see here in front of me, I've got all these lovely pebbles, and obviously these are lots and lots of different colours here, some using sheet glass, some using bubble paint, and then you take your pebbles, put them in the kiln as I say on week 2, and fire them again, and then on the third session you come in and you create your pebble bowl by placing all your pebbles into the mould just like so. And I'm just using some that I made earlier, they're not colour sort of consistent really, and we just place them in the bowl like so, in a design that you like, and then we fire that again. and then you'll be able to come back and pick up your finished piece. Now this particular bowl that we started with, it's done with various bubble paints and copper oxide, and if you can see in the middle just here, I've got some darker pieces, and that's made using French vanilla and a particular powder that gives you some reactions. This little one here I've made using sheet glass, so the colour is more consistent on the blue pebbles, and then around the outside I've just used some clear pebbles, and then I've infilled around the pebbles, which you can do or you don't have to, it's entirely up to you. So it's that one. So that's our Pebble Bowl workshop. As I say, it's over a period of 3 sessions. The sessions are about 2 to 2.5 hours long, depending on how long the individual person takes, and we run them of an evening, and sometimes we also run them during the day. You just need to check out the website. The website will be coming up at the end of my little chat to you at the bottom of the screen. Just go onto the website and you'll find the details there for the course, how much it costs and how to go about booking. So that's our Pebble Bowl workshop. Hope you've enjoyed this little discussion and hope to see you soon. Many thanks. Bye for now.